Good morning. How's everybody today? Yesterday I thought it was going to rain. It got quite cool in the afternoon, but it was cooled down, but it was very humid. And it was overcast until in the afternoon. And today the same. Looks like overcast. Well, the sun's just coming out now. But I wish it would go ahead and rain and clear the air. It's crazy. Anyway, remember the other day I went to Ayutthaya to the fruit market? Well, behind there I went to the plant market. Remember that one? And I bought this bowl. I bought those two pots, big old pots. I guess, they're about almost 2 foot across the top here. Quite big pots. And I got this guy. I didn't even think. I just loved the shape. I didn't think if it was for water or not. You can see here there's a hole in the bottom of these ones to let the water excess. See, to let the excess water out. This one is for a water feature or water plants, So what? No hole. So Kevin has got a masonry drill and some masonry bits. I got good old German Bosch. So I got this little set of masonry bits, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10, and they've lasted me forever. So yesterday I went out and bought a new Bosch number 8 because my number 8 one I've used so much it's dull. So I put it in the masonry bit, put the masonry bit in the masonry drill, and I'm going to drill a hole in it, and then so the water can get out. I know it's for, it looks like it's for water plants like lilies and things like that. But I want it for a normal, to put ferns, maybe put a couple of ferns in, and I got that ivy that grows, all green stuff. Put it under a tree somewhere. What do you think? Do you think it would look cool? Some of you guys have asked me about, quite a few asked me about Thai food. And, you're talking to a non-foodie person. Up until maybe, actually when I got here, I thought food was boring, and I ate because I was hungry, and I really didn't care what I ate, I was a bit more like a machine. I would eat junk like anybody else, but I was more interested in healthy food, and it didn't have to be tasty. I don't know why, but for the last 3 years, maybe 3 years, maybe 2.5 years, something like that, 2.5 years, I've actually got a taste for food now since I've been in Thailand. And I can tell you, I've tasted some foods that are just really crazy tasty, when you have to sit there and go, oh, and just sit there for a minute. And if you'd have told me that 10 years ago, I would have said you're full of because food just didn't, food to me was bland. It had no taste. But some of you guys asked me about food, Thai foods and things like that. And in the south they have, South Thailand, they have very spicy food. Chilies are high in vitamin C. And I'm not sure why people have to eat so hot, spicy food. I'm not sure, especially if it's hot. You're already sweating, and then you're going to eat chilies and make you sweat more. And it's like the same in India. I don't understand that. But, I've traveled to India, I've traveled around a little bit, and you can see the different styles of food. In Thailand, the same. In the south, it's spicy. In the north, it's a little bit different. In the east, they say Isan, they eat, don't want to be rude, but they eat everything. There's a guy here in the village who's from the east, and he makes fish in a salad, and somebody bought it for me 2 or 3 times, and I got a taste for it, and I really liked it. And then I went and seen how he made it, and I was like, oh my god. So the problem with Western culture, or people from the West, the standard of, how can I put this politely? Traditionally, a kitchen in the West is clean. And I know people who are involved in food preparation, you know, in England have to do courses, food hygiene courses, and then there's a hygiene this and hygiene that and safety this and safety that. So if you look at a kitchen in the West, it's like, you know, what do you call it, like ultra hygienic. My neighbor's just going by. They're laughing at me because of you guys. You guys keep saying, put a shirt on, put a shirt on. And I don't, nobody wears, no guys wears a shirt in Thailand, in the countryside, because, unless you're going out, because it's too damn hot. You sweat all the time. So I thought, okay, two or three people said, can you put a shirt on? Can you put a shirt on? So I put a shirt on. Now my neighbors went by and laughing at me. They kept saying, my shirt's nice, my shirt's nice. I had Isip Talad, 20 baht from the market. What do you think? I get laughed at because of you guys. Oh my God. So, where was I before I got interrupted? Yeah, so if you look at a kitchen in the West, I know a guy who had a donut shop, sandwich donut shop in America, and he told me about all the health and safety stuff, and it's like, oh my God, crazy. And then, you know, in Britain, the same. You know, if you want to work with food, you have to do all these different courses, and I'm thinking, is that really necessary? You know, you create laws for laws. You know, you create so many laws, small businesses can't even get started. And I understand, you know, food hygiene, you don't want people to get sick. But, you know, when I was in the Army, I went on a course, and many courses at the same school. So I ate at the same kitchen, Army kitchen. You know, I got food poisoning 3 times from that place. So, you know, I guess I went on that. You know, each course was like 7 weeks, 6 and 7 weeks long. The longest one was, I did 2 courses at 3 months each, and other things like that. But all the time I went there, I got food poisoning 3 times. I got salmonella 2 times and Shigella once, and I was in hospital for a few days with Shigella. It doesn't mean just because you do all these, you have all this fancy stuff and have all these courses beyond you, that people aren't going to get sick. You know, people are going to get food poisoning anywhere, anytime. And nobody wants to give it to anybody. But it just happens. So anyway, back to the little guy, the shop from the east in the village. If you look at his kitchen, you go, oof, should I be eating this stuff? But, you know, the good thing is he cooks everything. He cooks it, puts it in little bags, you bring it home, you put it on a plate and eat it, and it's really, really tasty. It's basically like a catfish from the river, and they grill it. I mean, it's grilled so much, there's like, it doesn't look like a fish anymore. So it's cooked. They take it and then they beat it until it like turns into a pulp sort of thing, and then mix it with all kinds of different spices and herbs, and it just tastes really nice. And then they make a salad, like a sum-tum salad it's called. It's so my point about the shop is, if you look at the standard of hygiene in his shop, and you think, you know, most people will say, I'm not eating here. But I've eaten there I've eaten his food maybe 20 times. And I think, and one time I got like a loose stomach, but I can't guarantee it was from him. You know, sometimes you get a loose stomach from sweating too much, so I can't guarantee it was from him. So what is my point? You know, eat dirty food? No, that's not my point. My point is sometimes really tasty food comes from places that you wouldn't want to look at, you know? So in Thailand, you know, you can go, in Ayutthaya, there's hotels there. There's 2, I forget their names now, Cameo and another one. They're like 5-star hotels. And then there's another one down the road, which isn't, I'm not sure how many stars that is, maybe 4-star or something. And it's right on the river, and they have a real nice Italian restaurant. So, you know, food is a matter of taste, you know. I know people, you know, I've spoken to people and know people from the Western people who come here in Thailand and only eat Western food. So, okay, whatever. But for me, I think Western food is boring. You know, you have a big piece of meat, some vegetables and potatoes, 3 big lumps, or like a starch, a protein, and a vegetable. And I'm thinking, this is boring. You know, just plunk, 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 there it is, have your food. And if you're lucky, you'll get some gravy on it or something. But, so the point is, just because it has a outstanding kitchen doesn't mean it's going to make outstanding food. Some of the nicest foods I've tasted are from the vendors with the motorcycle and sidecar. You know, some tom and grilled chicken. All kinds of different foods. So, people have asked me to talk about Thai food. You know, Pad Thai, cow pat kai, I like it. Cow pat kai is, cow is rice, pak vegetables, kai is chicken, or kai egg. So it's very simple, but you know, it's sometimes if you don't know what to eat and you're hungry, it's my go-to meal because it's just very simple. They never put spice in it. You don't have to think too much, and just get it. The other one is basil stir fry. I like that a lot. And I just found a lady who makes salads at one of the malls. If you really want to taste Thai food, you know the best place to go? Go to a big mall in Thailand, because in the food court, believe it or not, in the food court, you can buy food from 40 baht to 55 baht, about all kinds of different foods I've never even seen. Sometimes, you know, I'm not a foodie really, but you walk around the canteen and you look at what's being served and you think, damn, I've never seen so many different types of food. So if you ever really want to experience Thai food, come to Thailand, find a real big mall, go to their food court. You pay like 200 baht. They give you 2 cards, maybe 100 baht each, and you can go and just point to the sign, you know, and say my chai prick, or no spice, no chilies, or my pet, which is not spicy. But and there's salads, like grilled fish with all kinds of different salads, all kinds of different sauces. And I have to say, you know, I think if I had to say, I prefer Thai food now more than any food I've ever tasted. So I'll put this out there. A few people have asked me to talk about Thai food, and there's a place down the road here that's they do. You know, Thai people are very much into seafood. They love seafood. I like fish, but I'm not into seafood. I guess I'm a little bit boring, but I'm not into octopus or all these weird different things. But there's this place not far from here on the weekends. Oh man, it's like you can't even breathe in there. It's like it looks like a big fish market from the outside, and you can go there and buy fish, and those trucks, so pickup trucks, come from all over delivering fish. But people go in there to the restaurants and eat. I mean, it's just full. So if you're interested, leave me a comment and tell me, I want to see Thai food, and I will take you to some really cool, interesting places to do with Thai food. But here's the caveat. I'm not going to go to big high-end restaurants. I'm going to go to where the local people eat, and you'll see local Thai food. And you'll see, I'm going to show you how they prepare it. So the reason why, this isn't clickbait, this is, do you really want to see this stuff? Because if I go there, I don't want people to say, oh my God, it's filthy. I've explained it all to you. Sometimes it doesn't look like a Western kitchen, but the food is outstandingly yummy. So if you want to see, tell me, but you're going to see the raw and the good and the yummy, okay? So that's my food talk. So I'm going to drill this hole and see if I can not break this pot. What do you think? Okay, here we go. Now there's a hammer on this, but I'm not going to put the hammer on because I don't want it pushing too hard. So I want to put probably 3 holes, one here, here, and here, like a triangle. This is with the 8mm bit, and then I have I think a 10mm bit, so I'll make the hole a little bit bigger. Oh, that's the hammer on. I don't want the hammer on. I Aha! Cool. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes. So now I'm dripping because of my t-shirt. So to see what happens when you put a brand new masonry drill bit and a nice strong drill, it cuts through this clay pot like butter. If you use a normal high-speed drill bit, it'll dull it because it's not meant for masonry. But I didn't want to use the hammer because I didn't need it to shock the pot and crack it. But now I think I'm just going to leave the 8mm holes in there because I got so many. And then I can put peat in it. Maybe I got some gravel over here, so I'll put maybe half a bucket of gravel so that the water can get out easier enough. Okay guys, have a good one. I think it's time for me to chill out a little bit and get some lunch. Look after yourselves. See you later, all the best, bye.